Good morning once again. So today's topic will be how to host a successful mall exhibit. This is a topic that was shared on the WhatsApp group. So since we don't have a speaker today, I just decided let's look at that for today. So we'll just start with a short intro in terms of what tools and materials do you need when you need to do a tabletop. This is whether you are doing it at the mall, it can be in your area at the taxi rank, anywhere you want to have your tabletop, you have to make sure that you have the right tools before you go. So one thing that I recommend having, have your branded tablecloth. You know, those tablecloths that says Forever Living Products or the Aloe Vera Company. They do sell them at the product center, so you are able to buy one. Um, for myself, what I did is I just bought the yellow material. Then I went to guys that do printing and they printed my tablecloth for me. It cost me less than half the price that you buy it at the center. So that is another option for those that cannot afford the tablecloth at the product center. You can actually do that. Have your pop-up stand or your pull-up banner. Um, Table, you know, those foldable tables, you are able to just get that one. You can have a banner where it talks about Forever Living products. They also do sell these things at the product center, or you can have one designed and printed for yourself. Um, have some product samples or some flyers that you're going to be giving out to people. So these are tools that you need to make sure you have before you go, because then, you know, if you have a banner or if you have a branded tablecloth, people can easily see, oh, there is a person and they are selling Forever products. You know, they recognize the yellow, they recognize when they come to your table, you are able to give them the pamphlets and the marketing flyers and all of that. Have your sign up forms. You can buy these at the center. They are very cheap. You can buy a book at the center where if someone is interested in the business, they can just, sign, put their details, and then you can submit later. Make sure you have your pen, if it's a tablet, if it's your phone, your diary, where you are going to be recording the contacts or recording the conversations that you are having with people. One thing that I've always learnt is have your power bank with you, because at some point your phone is definitely going to switch off, especially if you are using it to collect numbers. Sometimes you have those marketing videos that are saved on your phone and you're showing people as they come to the table. It drains the phone's battery very fast. So always have a power bank for your phone. Or if it's at the mall, they might be having somewhere to plug. So carry your extension cables. I also on top of the phone, I carry my iPad, because I find it easier to show the presentation or the products on a bigger screen, but I also don't want to have to carry my laptop in the mall. So then I use the iPad. So if you have a tablet, use that instead of, carrying your laptop for security reasons, of course. Then have some water and snacks. This is for yourself and your team, because standing for the whole day can be exhausting. You need to make sure that you keep yourself hydrated and you have some food, because we also want to avoid a situation where we've sold one aloe vera gel and all the profit goes to KFC, because people are now hungry and they need to eat. So if you bring some food and snacks from home, then you know that you and your team are covered, get fruits and all of that. Then have some promotional items. For us, what we do is we break up the tea, so that you can give to people, just a tea bag. Maybe it's attached to a business card or something like that. And have your business cards at hand or your QR codes. I've seen people these days, they now do QR codes. Then someone just scans your QR code and it takes them to your page or it gives them your contact. You can do that. So that is in essence what I would say you need to have in preparation for your tabletop. Once you have all your material that you need to start, let me know in the chat if you are following. So once you have all your material that you need to start, the next thing is going to be dressing, the way you dress. If you are going as a team, I recommend being uniform in terms of the dress code. If we say, let's wear our forever t-shirts and jeans, or let's wear this, be uniform as a team. It gives the impression that, you are organized, you know what you are doing. And remember, you are a business owner. When you are dressing to do exhibits at the mall, pop-ups, you want to be speaking to prospects, you want to be speaking to customers. So avoid things like your ripped jeans and bum shorts. Yes, you look nice, but you also disqualify yourself from approaching certain people as well, because when you're not dressed appropriately, then it's difficult to approach people about business. Some people will actually be interested in your number for different reasons that are not related to the business because of the way that you have presented yourself. So it's very important if you're going to be doing the tabletops, I would recommend having your branded t-shirts, the company t-shirts, the forever t-shirts, and maybe a neat pair of jeans. You need to wear comfortable but clean shoes because you are going to be on your feet the whole day. So things like sneakers, techies, flat shoes that allow you to move around, but with you also looking neat. Okay. If you can have name tags for people to be able to read your name. These things are not expensive. You can buy them from the what do you call these shops, the unofficial shops. You can buy these tags for like less than 5 rand each. Then you just write your names on it so that when you are speaking to people, they can also see your name and then they can also be comfortable with addressing you. They can remember your name. They know who they are talking to. Okay, so dress uniform if you're going to be a team. Preferably brand yourself and the company by wearing the branded t-shirts. If you don't have branded t-shirts, then you can wear something else, but be comfortable, in as much as you want to look nice. You don't want to go there in heels and now 1 hour later you are tired. You have to remove the shoes and wear slippers. Just dress comfortable from the start. Then look professional in terms of grooming your hair. It must be neat. You've brushed it, you've tied it, whatever the case might be. Avoid chewing gum. Where have you ever spoken to someone who's chewing gum? It's so irritating. You can't even concentrate on what they are saying. So if you are a business owner, avoid doing such things where you are speaking to people and you are chewing and you're doing all kinds of things. Carry yourself like a professional, be confident. Okay, so that is the part of dressing. And you see, all of this is happening before you even leave the house. So you will find most of the work you actually do before you get to the venue. Then I would also say choose the right mall and the right time. Okay, so sometimes we have all our tools together, we have dressed appropriately, and then we go to the wrong place and then we don't get results. So when you are choosing the right place, you want to look for places that have high traffic, where people are going to be there moving up and down. We have a small mall in my area, but if I wanted to do a tabletop, I wouldn't go there. Why? Because very few people pass through, or most of the time, because it's close to the school, most of the time the people that would you would find is the primary school kids, after school they are coming to the mall to buy ice cream. It's, the people that I want to talk to, I can't find them in that place. So ask yourself, this mall that I want to go to do my tabletop, is there going to be high traffic? Are people going to be moving? Also, look at the day. Sometimes it's a high traffic place, but maybe you've chosen a Tuesday and everyone is at work that Tuesday, so no one is in the mall maybe until later. So look at those things before you pay to have your table there. For me, I would say align align these things to the public holidays where you know that people they are at home, they are going to the mall. Align it as well with, closer to people's pay dates, so that you know that people actually have money when they go to the mall. Those kind of things, that's what you need to consider when you decide to say, okay, I'm going to go put my table at Festival Mall. You have to think about who comes there, when do they come there, do they have the money, what type of products are they interested in, because you also have to get your stock. Then align visitors with your target audience. I've already explained that. Best times, it's weekends, it's payday weeks, and it's school holidays, because then everyone is going to be moving up and about. They're in a good mood. They also have money. And then once you've decided to say, okay, this is where I want to have my table, also scout the location in advance. So you said you want to go to Festival Mall to do a tabletop. Don't just show up at Festival Mall on the day you've never been there before. Take time, maybe the weekend before if you have time, or after work, pass through the mall just to see the layout of the mall. Like how does it look? Where are the entrances? Where are the bathrooms? So that you decide in terms of where am I going to be able to set up my table. Because sometimes you can be at the right place, but then you set up your table somewhere where there is no traffic, or it's not convenient for people to find you, and then you lose on the sales. So going there in advance, it shows you, okay, this is the entrance that people use to go in. These are the main shops, my Checkers, Pick and Pay, they are here. People are coming to buy groceries, so I need to be closer to, so that you place yourself strategically for people to be able to see your table and pass by your table. So you have to go there in advance. Just like if you were getting married, and you hire a venue, most people they go the day before. They want to see again the venue, they want to see the setup that has been done. We call it your rehearsal dinner. Do the same with your tabletops. Go and check out the mall. So if it's your first time going there, you have to understand, where do people park? If I was to set up in the parking, where can I go? All those things. Okay. And then you've done all of that. The day of the tabletop has arrived. You've shown up. You have to design your table or your stand effectively. It has to look attractive, which means it can't just be full of products in in no particular order, everything is just on the table. No, you have to make sure that you make your table attractive for people to actually want to come and see what is on the table. So it has to be bright and clean and an inviting setup. So you've set up your products in such a way that it's easy to see this is Joe, this is soap. So it's not just let's get a table, we put a tablecloth and we just put all our products there. How you set up your table actually matters in terms of, attracting customers, but also when they get there, then they can easily identify products. So you will have to set it up properly. Display your products visibly, like I said, leave space for people to interact. Okay, for me, I would say when you are setting up your products, set them up according to product category. Have your skin cares, your personal cares, perfumes, supplements, like that, so that it's easier for people to see what is what. It's also easier for you if someone was to say, I want tooth gel, you already know. Okay, tooth gel is under the personal care. Here it is. Rather than when someone comes to a table, they are looking for tooth gel, and now you are looking all over the table and you can't find it. It starts with the setup. Another thing that I forgot to add here is buy those small stickers for price, and then you can stick them on your products. Makes it so much easier when a client comes and they are like, how much is the senior plus? Now you're not going through your catalog trying to check the price. It's already there on the product. Then you can easily give them the price. Okay, because once you start saying, no, I'm not sure, let me check in the catalog, already you are not looking like a business person. So invest in buying those small stickers and you write the prices on the product. They are also not expensive. You won't spend much. Okay, I talk and talk and talk. So just let me know that you are in the meeting. The next step would be, for me, I always say arrive early so that you can train and equip your team. So we've set up our table. Now I need to equip my team in terms of how and what are we doing today. I normally don't do tabletops alone, because when you do a tabletop alone, you can't move around, you can't talk to people, because you also have to stand by the product space. But if you do it as a team, you become more effective, because one person can be at the table, others are out talking to people, directing people to where the table is, distributing flyers. So it's more effective that way. And train your team before you start. Show them the products, explain, make sure that they know the products inside out. Okay, have also new people attend your product launches. Yes, they might not know the product, but they will also get to learn how to do tabletops and how to do their own tabletops. So if you arrive early, let's say it's starting at 8, arrive early, maybe be there at 7. You set up your table, then the next 30 minutes you can actually, show your new members, your team, okay, these products, this is what, you're training them on the products. Practice, how are you going to be approaching people, what are we going to say, how are we going to get people to our table. All of that, you are training them, you are teaching them how to smile, make eye contact, how to greet people. Because in as much as it's a tabletop for you to make sales, it's also a training opportunity. So don't just do your tabletops by yourself, invite the new people as well. And the people that have joined you on your tabletop, also train them in terms of how are they going to greet the customers when they get to the table? How are they going to approach people in the mall? Then assign roles so that everyone knows what is their job. There's going to be the bubbly person, the one that is going to be greeting and smiling at everyone. Then you have someone who's very good at product knowledge. That person can be the one to explain the products, and you can have another person, maybe the new member that is still learning, can be the data collector. It means they are the ones writing down the details of the customers, name, surname, contact number, all of that. When it's like that, you don't step on each other's toes. Everyone knows their job. Okay, my job is to greet, my job is to explain, my job is to data collect. And remember, we work as a team. It's not about I need to get more contacts than the next person. No, we are doing it together as a team. It means whatever results come out from this, we also then share equally. Well, that's what I do in my team. I don't know what other people do, but that's how we do it. We work together, we do everything together, and then we split the results equally. Create engagement with the people that are coming to the table. So you can have like a giveaway or a raffle that they can enter, you know. Maybe you say they enter the raffle by buying a tooth gel, and then they can win a an extra product from your table. So people can actually be entering these throughout the day while they are doing their shopping. Maybe you have a certain time to say, come back this time, we'll announce the winner, and then the winner, you just give them a small product from your table. People love free things, so you can do that. Offer free samples. Like I said, go with samples so that people are able to try out the product. You are able to do the live demos. I remember Coach Lydia shared her story about how she went and she was giving people free massages with the heat lotion so that they get to feel the product on their skin, and she was actually able to sell a lot of them. On your side, think as well, what free samples can you offer? Now it's cold. You can have your tea. Okay, then you just have your water in the flask. Offer people a small cup of tea so that they get to sample the tea, how it tastes. They might like it, and then they would buy the tea. It can be anything else. Just think outside of the box. It has to be a product, of course, that is also not going to cost you too much, because remember, you are at the mall and you're going to meet a lot of people. If you were to give each and every person you meet something from your shop, you would go broke. So think tea, it's easy. You can put a tea bag and then people, drink the tea. Unlike it's giving every person one tea bag, because then that becomes a loss. So think of it in that way. Use games that people can play, QR codes. There are a lot of ways to make it fun for people to actually come and participate and interact with you at your table, and make it interactive and memorable. Sometimes people might not buy today, but they will always remember how much fun they had at your table, and maybe one day they will remember the product, they will refer a friend, they will buy something. So make sure you are creating that kind of engagement at your table. All right, let me see if I have comments, if I have people in the chat. Okay, I have two people. I have two people in the chat. Yes, win a lip balm. Yes, you can actually do that. You incentivize them with the small products. Collect leads effectively. So this is now the key is in the collecting the numbers. Make sure that you are collecting the numbers. You can do this with the digital forms. For me, because I'll be having my tablet, I quickly enter their details And then at the end, I use like Google Forms. Then at the end, like when I get home, I can print an Excel spreadsheet of everyone I met that day. It allows me to be able to follow up. Or you can have your pen and paper as a backup. One tip that I learned when you're going for a tabletop, guys, don't go with a diary that is blank. So, what you do, here is a tip. I take my, if it's a diary, right? You take your diary, you open that, the page that you're going to be writing. Write at least like 4 or 5 contacts there. It doesn't have to be new people that you met. You can take people from your contact list. Uh, Kulu, Antonia, Sila, you write their names and you write their contact number. The reason why you do that is, imagine you've just spoken to someone and then now they're like, okay, no, I'm interested, and you want to take their number. They look at your book and your book is blank. They are already aware that, oh, Miguel is struggling here. I'm her first person to give her the number. But imagine what it looks like if I open my book and there are already 6 or 7 names on the list. Then she knows, hey, girl is busy. She's getting contacts. She's a busy person. She's working. This thing is. So you don't want to give that impression of, "Ah, I've been here the whole day for the past 3 hours. This is my first contact number." Have a few lines there completed already before you go out. Okay, that's just a tip that I use when I'm going out. I make sure that I'm not opening a blank page in front of a prospect. If I'm collecting a number, I'm adding your name to a list that is already there so that you know that, hey, girl is busy. She's collecting numbers. She's a business person. Okay. I hope that helps. So ask for their name, ask for their phone number, and find out what they are interested in, whether it's the product or it's the business. Write it down so that when you are now contacting them, when you get home, you contact them already knowing what is it that they are interested in, if it was a product or if it was the business. Then categorize your leads. There are people that give you your number, but they are like cold, they are not interested, they are what? Make those kind of notes when you are collecting the numbers, because they will guide you in terms of how you need to approach those people when you are talking to them. Okay. And then, as we are closing, follow up is everything. So we do a lot of tabletops, we get a lot of numbers, we get a lot of people that are interested in the products. Some will say, no, I don't have money now, but I want the C9. Please remind me month end, and then I will order. And then what do? We forget. We don't follow up, we don't contact them, and that cell goes down the drain. So, in as much as you're going to do your best to prepare to make sure that you target the times that people have money, you will always have people that are not yet ready to join now, people that want the product but they don't have the money with them now and they want to join later, or they want you to contact them later to explain a product. Don't forget to do a follow up. Even people that just bought something or just spoke to you and you took their number, maybe they are not even interested in buying anything, just send you a thank you message. Greet them. It was nice meeting you. Thank you for coming through to our table. Please save my number. I post content on health. Maybe you can learn a few tips from my posts. That's it. Those that were interested in the products, you greet them, you thank them for coming through, you send them the information about the product that they were interested in, or you invite them to a product launch or a business presentation. So offer a next step, be it an appointment, maybe they want collagen, they can become a preferred customer and get the 5% discount, or they can sign up, There are different follow-ups. Keep a list and track the conversations that you are having with the people that you would have met. I've seen most people, they create broadcast list. I would say for the first contact, avoid doing that. Uh, Send personalized messages where you are actually saying, "Hi, Elizabeth, thank you for coming through to our table today." It gives them that feeling that you still remember them, that you were actually paying attention to them. It makes them feel important rather than you just creating a broadcast message and then you forward it to everyone. Okay, so your follow up is everything. Final tips for success: arrive early and stay the whole day. Don't give up at 10 o'clock and say, "Yo, people are not coming. I'm going home." Arrive early. When you show up for the whole day. There are people that attend company training, halfway they leave. Success day, you start with 5,000 people. By 12, half have already gone home. Don't be that person. Arrive early, stay the full day. If you said you're going to be there until 5, whether you find a customer, a prospect or not, stay the full day. It might start out slow and it could get busy. You never know. So stay there the full day. Keep the energy up. Don't allow the disappointment to drain your energy. You need to have very high levels of energy so that you are approaching people with positive energy. Smiling is your most powerful tool. So be smiling when you are greeting people. Look friendly, look approachable. Don't be at the table and your face is so serious, people are scared to approach you because then you are chasing your customers and your prospects away. So smile, be approachable, be confident, and stay professional. Always represent your brand. Remember, wherever you go, you are a brand ambassador. So that needs to show everywhere that you are. Even if it's a tabletop by the taxi rank, don't engage in all these things that are going to be happening around you. People are fighting when you want to go and join there with your forever t-shirt. No, you are a brand ambassador. Represent your brand always. Stay professional. A customer has come, they are shouting, they are rude, they are what? Maintain your professionalism because you are representing your brand. Because they will say, those forever ladies, they were there, they were shouting, they were doing this, they were fighting. Why? Because they see the forever on your t-shirt. So be a good brand ambassador and always stay professional. Regardless of what your customer or your prospect says, stay professional. Okay, so thank you so much. I think that is my last, yes, that is my last slide. Thank you so much for joining today's session. We have 3 minutes. Let me know what did you learn from today's session. I'm going to allow participants to be able to unmute. You can share with us by unmuting yourself, or you can type in the chat just to let us know what is it that you are going to take away from today's